Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Are we live? Test, 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 test. Do 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 do. Is this working? I guess we'll find out if people start talking, or if they doubt that I'm actually live. We'll know real soon. We will, me and you. Okay, let's go. Morning, Ada. Morning. Good morning, yeah. Adam 78, it's getting late on the server. I need to get to bed and lay my head down. Welcome, Babunny. Welcome, 20-not-10 Javier Pandas. Welcome, Unready Spaghetti. Dan Grice, Morgy Moo, Harriam, Natalia Lewis, Renine, glad to see you. Miss Gold Fox, Michael Oceanic. We are setting up the stream now. You have missed literally nothing, Eclipse, the Lightwing. The stream just went live like 1 minute 40 seconds ago. And I spent most of the time flying over to this beacon so I could go to bed. Let's see. I have not posted the tipping link yet. What else do I need to do to set up? Oh, I need to remind you, for the courtesy of those around you, please silence or turn off your cell phones now. Okay, whoops. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Welcome Yuri Evans in the YouTube chat and Silkwing Butterfly, Friendless Hoton, and Jenk. Whoa. Yeah, Ryuna says no music today. No, there's not usually music on the morning streams. That's more of a evening stream thing. We like to have different times of day here in Tennessee. It helps me mark the passage of time. But the theme song of the nighttime show is Lay Your Head Down and Dream. And that doesn't work for like a daytime thing. Welcome, Marshall Marie. Glad you could join us. Morning, Pepper Basenji. We are just getting set up here. Removing some blocks. I've got a good amount of progress on the terraforming, but not as much as I would like. One thing I did knock out last night was I emptied a lot of these chests. Not, you know, all of them. But I emptied some of them because Etho was needing another 50 shulkers. So I have now provided Etho 100 shulkers in the last like 3 days of stone, which means I have 200 diamonds heading my way at some point when Etho's not broke. So here we go. We've got this marker up here indicates one corner of the building. And from there, can we see the next corner? I've been trying to clear out enough of this. There it is, right there. I can barely see that torch. I want line of sight between these two markers. And then the next one is... Is it out here? Yeah, okay. I just want line of sight between the markers. Not everything else needs to be perfect. Dia Dragonflame, the reason that I stream on multiple services, or one reason, is so that you can find the one that works best for you. And it sounds like you've done that. Yay! I helped. Howdy, Jacqueline Clifford. Welcome, Blue Harvest. Yeah. I have the bird mic turned down a little bit because there's lawn crews somewhere nearby. Near enough that I can hear them. Hey, we got our first tip of the stream rolling in from Michael for 20. Thank you very much, Michael. I was down here in slot 9 putting the hot in the hot bar. But I'm about to say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Vintage Beef joined the game. Morning, Beef. Okay. Do I know how much stone I've mined so far? If I had to guess, I would say 618,000. But we can find out. 630,000. Sorry. Bad guess. You all deserve better. Okay. So we're just clearing out enough of this that when we record the intro to this next episode, we want to have line of sight kind of between the four corners. Man, that is a really loud lawnmower. I don't think it's coming through now that since I have the other mic quiet, but I should close the windows. But it's so nice out. I want the fresh air. Let me know if it... I've got like some rough filtering on the low end. So the thing is, like, I'm hearing all this grumbling, but you guys might just be hearing a high-pitched whine from that lawnmower. So let me know if it's a problem. I think I would win stat poker. Depends if it's high or low. Because in stat poker, they pick a stat, but then they also pick high or low. And so if I got, like, stone mined low, I would fold immediately. Okay. Actually, oh, the wood should go in there. There is a little bit of a system here. Not much. Okay. Scar would win or mined. Yeah, probably. He's been mining a lot, it seems. Okay. So it looks like I need to mine like straight this way. So we still have line of sight from up there. Then we're gonna fly across to here. Actually, let's clear this out. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, Yari. Glad y'all could join us in the YouTube chat. Okay. Okay, so there's that marker. Now, from that marker, can we even find the other one? Oh, wait. The other one is... I feel like it was over here somewhere. It should be easier to see at night, because it's got a light on it. Okay, there it is. It's got a tree next to it, is the problem. So this marker here definitely does not have a line of sight on the next one, because the next one is right there. So from here, you can see that one. Now that I've kind of carved that hillside a little bit. Might be better if I carved more of that. I think I kind of stopped because I ran out of inventory space. Thanks, Creeper. Yeah, this all needs to go. Honeybee says, Joe, I bet you have the most emeralds mined. That wouldn't surprise me. Dew Pie says, came after watching Mumbo's video about HermitCraft Season 1 and surprisingly caught you live. Yeah, that was a lot of fun back in Season 1. For those of you who don't know, I actually joined HermitCraft 5 weeks into Season 1. I was the first person invited to join the server who wasn't a founding member, making me the original new guy. And I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. And I'm still doing it. Welcome, Lord Bull. Jacqueline Clifford says, why don't you use TNT? That would be more effective. Well, the thing is, I'm selling all of these materials for, like, a ludicrous amount of diamonds. So, Etho right now owes me 200 diamonds. And the coal and grass I'm gathering is going to help me get a lot of other stuff that I need to barter for. Basically, this is basically a stone farm for me. Yeah. And there's also a lot of other stuff in here, like the smooth stone emeralds and stuff like that, that I'm harvesting. The gravel, Scar is opening a gravel shop at some point. And I'm like, so Scar, do you need like 40 shulkers of gravel? Because I could do that for, I don't know, 80 diamonds. He's like, what? I do need gravel. Azeroth says, too bad you don't have the stone permit. I'm happier wholesaling. I'm selling to Etho, you know, The stone permit guy has to go make, like, mossy stone and a bunch of variants. But I don't. I just get the raw materials, drop them in chests, dump those in shulkers, and go, right? So, yeah. So basically, this is... I'm gathering the materials I'm going to need for my builds for the rest of the season with what I'm selling out of here. Honeybee says, so you're basically getting paid for building your base. Exactly. And that wasn't the plan when I started this. I didn't realize how lucrative it was going to be when I started this. But, like, yeah, everybody wants gravel, stone, dirt, grass. They're huge the people who run the shops have people bothering them for it all the time, and they don't want to go mine it out themselves because it just doesn't, it seems kind of pointless to them, right? Item sorter and shulker loader is actually something that we might start needing in the future. I want to get the actual buildings in before, so the big thing holding me up on that is right now we don't have any structures in other than the beacons. Once we start getting walls up on the service buildings and the main building, then I can start deciding, like, okay, what redstone stuff do I want to go where? But for right now, basically, while everything is just in the open floor plan stage, I'm like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with trying to do fancy redstone stuff. Because there's still going to be months of terraforming to do after I get the buildings started. I'm just trying to do the bare minimum to get the buildings going. Lady Vaporeon says, Etho probably has enough stone by now. The thing is, the way HermitCraft works, he'll be sitting on a shop full of stone, and then somebody will be like, oh man, I had this inspiration for this terraforming project. I need 25 shulkers of stone, right? Etho could be sitting on 100 shulkers and then sell out in 3 days if a few people all need a lot at once. That's the thing about stone, is when people need it, they need a ton. Morning, Ma Keegan. Okay. Just as a reminder, this is we've been going about 20 minutes. This is a viewer-supported stream, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. But, like, Scar's gonna need this gravel for his gravel shop. Yeah, dirt is also used in making mud. Potato says, where are you going for, like, the vibe of the base? So, I'm actually building a community area rather than a personal base this season. And I have a link to that. It's based on a real-life location. So let me link what we're building. I'm going to have to refresh the Twitch chat because for some reason Twitch won't let me pin a link unless I refresh the chat after posting it. It's dumb. But yeah, this is the Bell Laboratories Research and Development Campus from Holmdel, New Jersey. Where it will be. Yeah, Cookie Caffeine points out that the building is now called Bell Works. And writes, you building Bell Works is so cool because I live near it, and seeing it in HermitCraft is going to be awesome. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm excited about, too, is I wanted to build something where there's, like, a coffee shop inside that we could actually, like, have a fan meetup and play TCG one day. Like, I would love to go visit a lot of the places I've built, but, like, you know, the German castle would not be a good place for a meetup. The Pillar of Hercules lighthouse might be okay, but, yeah. Like, it's not huge on the inside, and it gets hot in Spain. So that was one thing I was looking at, was I was like, the next thing I build a huge scale model of, I want it to be a place that we could actually visit. What is TCG? Trading card game. If Doc made another perimeter, Joe would be so rich. Why? What does Doc need to make another perimeter? Gravel? Because I do got gravel. Hey, we got another tip rolling in from Taylor, who says, enjoy this piece of pie, and sends 3. A little bit irrationally. That puts us now 17 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Okay. So we need to put this gravel away. Because, yeah, when Scar opens his shop, he's going to need gravel. It's wild how much time I spent emptying chests for Etho. And I've still got, like, just so much left. I need a better organization system, though, for sure. Okay. So from up here, we can see that much clearer now. Not perfect, but... Aren't I afraid Etho will eventually cave under the weight of stone-filled shulkers and just say, never mind, you can give them away again? I mean, by that point, I will be doing fine. And the other thing is, the further you get into the season, the more ambitious the terraforming projects people take on. He's actually going to be... I'm actually more worried he's going to need stone from me at the point in the season where I'm not doing it anymore. I'm like, okay, I've maxed out my terraforming project. I've done all the big digging I need to do. Welcome, Blaze actually animates. Glad you could join us. Potato says, didn't realize you streamed on Twitch. Yep, I stream 3 places at once. joehills.net/live, twitch.tv/joehills, and youtube.com/joehillstsd. With 200 diamonds, you could buy a ton of custom goat horns. I don't think I'm going to spend money on goat horns. They are a lot of fun, but given the scale of what I'm trying to build here, I think I'm going to have to be reinvesting my money into fireworks for flying around. Because this is too large a project to not, like, fly around. Yeah, this building is gonna... The whole place, the whole area is gonna look awesome flying over it when we're done. Okay. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Fallon says, OMG, yippee yay, perfect timing. I need something chill to watch as I'm drawing. Awesome. Glad I can help in some small way. Dang it, we just stepped out of the beacon range there. I gotta pay more attention to where that boundary is. Okay. So we come back out here. That doesn't look great, but whatever. What level am I digging everything down to? It depends on which part of this I'm working on. So this part here needs to go down to 67, but other parts need to go down to 63. But it doesn't need to go down to 67 today. It needs to go down to 67 by the time we're done. What I'm trying to do today is just get good lines of sight for when I do record the intro to this episode 17. Dang it. We're just out of range of the beacon. Beacon time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we got this going. Okay, so we can see that there. That marker is actually way too high up. It needs to be down at 67, which would be this Y level here, roughly. By the time we're done. But for right now, it's okay. It's weird that this is still in range. No, it's not. Okay, it just lasted longer than I expected. Headstanding Penguin says, what made you decide to have setting up stream as a text if you're already playing? Because the stream isn't really set up yet. My voice isn't warmed up. I'm still drinking my coffee. Like, I don't know if you can tell. My voice is not warmed up. I've barely talked today. It just doesn't feel right to lie to people if the stream's not set up. Why would I pretend it was, you know? Okay, we're gonna move these ender pearls just into that one. Do explosive fireworks cost more than the regulars? I don't know. I wasn't gonna use the elytra at all this season until I saw the explosive fireworks, and so I haven't bothered looking at the prices for the other ones. So I was like, these explosive fireworks are too funny to not use. Do I ever do vocal exercises? Yeah. Okay. So we've got that one there. Stupid ferns. Okay. Wait, what height is this actually supposed to be at? Also, why don't I see the Discord? Stupid overlapping window manager. Okay. Let me find the Tiltify link from yesterday, because I need the Y levels from my notes. The main building is at 67 meters high. Lagoon's at 61, the island's at 64. Okay. Okay, so the ice baby, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so this is 63. What's my favorite pop culture moment? I really like the Rice-A-Roni theme song. I feel like that captures the time of its arrival. It has a little jaunty trolley presaging the onslaught of moral conundrums we'd be faced with, while also hearkening back to the days of Fred Rogers and the land of make-believe. Like snow layers? Oh, I have logs. Cool. Fair enough. Alright. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Ding ding. I didn't know they had a Macarena version. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, the ding ding is the best part, Drew Baca. Thank you. I appreciate being vindicated. It's one of my favorite. Vindication is one of my all-time top vacations starting with a V. It's right after vacation and right before validification. Rice-A-Roni is not a sponsor. But I do need to buy a new car and a new mattress and pay medical bills. So if anybody here works for Rice-A-Roni and wants to have them get in touch, that would not be a problem. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think Annie's Mac and Cheese has a marketing budget. I have literally never seen an advertisement for them. Good morning, though, Badger. Welcome to the stream. Whew. Getting stuff done, knocking down the blocks, hitting a thing that is made of rocks. Everybody said, Joe, mind that stone. But you don't have to go alone. It's dangerous. Take this. Strandberg, you're welcome to subscribe to whatever you like here. I recommend 2600, the Hacker Quarterly. You can subscribe to other things too. You can subscribe to the Tennessee Banner. Or is it the Nashville Banner? It's the Nashville Banner. I'm really tired. You can subscribe to Analog and Asimov's. Duransom says, medical bills, hope you're doing okay. Healthcare is crazy expensive. Yeah. So when I hurt my back, I waited a month before I went to the doctor because I knew it was going to be expensive. And then it was expensive. So, yeah. I got that bill while I was away at the charity event. And I was like, well, I'll worry about that later. So, but I'm home now. But yeah, it ended up being over $900. $300 for the walk-in clinic visit, $300 for the x-rays, and $300 for the orthopedic specialist consult. And they recommended I do physical therapy to rebuild some of the muscle. But I don't know if I can afford it yet. So I asked the physical therapy people for a quote, and I haven't gotten it back, which is worrisome. So, yeah. When people are like, how come you put off going to the doctor as long as possible? It's like, well, this is partially, like, I know that this is partially a stress-based problem, and I really don't want the stress of owing people a bunch of money. Yeah. On top of all the other problems, so... But here we are. Okay. Okay. No, I pay $800 a month for health insurance, Headstanding Penguin. This is what I owe after the insurance covers. Like, each of those things that I'm paying about $300 for would have been, like, over $1,000. So it's... But yeah, no, I pay $800 a month for health coverage. And I still end up, if I actually have to go to the doctor, I'm out $900. So... Walking Daughter says, how come the U.S. has existed for 250 years and still doesn't have a proper healthcare system? Okay, in fairness, no country had a proper healthcare system 250 years ago. That's like saying America's been around for 250 years. How come they don't have Mars land, like people on Mars yet? Like these are not problems that we solved 250 years ago as a human people, and then like one country didn't. Honeybee, yeah, that's one of the reasons I pay so much for insurance, is because if something goes wrong here in Tennessee, you want to go to Vanderbilt. I pay for the good insurance that has Vanderbilt coverage. Survival says, would you say being a YouTube is a good job or a bad one? I mean, YouTube doesn't really pay me, so I don't really think YouTube is my job. I make less than I pay $800 a month in health insurance, and I usually make less than half that in YouTube ad revenue. With YouTube Super Chat, YouTube, after they do their cuts and things, like, on a good month, YouTube pays me less than half, but close to half of what I make on Patreon. I don't really be a YouTube. That's not, like... I'm not a YouTube employee. Manuel Iglesias says 300 for an X-ray. Isn't that a bit steep? I mean, in fairness to the X-ray technician, they did do like 8 different angles of my hips and back. Like, this was the most comprehensive battery of X-rays I've ever had or observed in my life. Because, like, I was in a lot of pain and it was like all over the place. And it was just kind of one of those things where they're like, well, this could be a hip problem with deferred pain into the back, or a back problem with deferred pain into the hip. So, like, it was a lot of X-rays. Vival says, is this the size of the face camera you normally start with? Nope. Face camera gets bigger when we hit certain tipping milestones, and we've already hit one, so this is not the starting size. Evan Netta tips what comes out to 20 US Abacus beads. That puts us 3 past our next face camera expansion milestone and says, it can be bigger. For example, please direct your attention down here to the lower left so I can expand. We are now 17 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Oh, thanks, Skiz. Oh, true. Sleepy Skiz. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're trying to mine out enough of this that we can record this intro and have it be worthwhile. I feel like not being able to see all 4 of the points. We need to go get campfires. That was one of the things. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hey, do we have any Europeans in the chat? Because I had a question. That's always a good sign when an American's like, anyone here from Europe? Because I'm ignorant. Okay, how many more? Okay, so we're gonna need more sticks. So we have several Europeans here. Okay, so apparently in the new ABBA game, you have to collect 3 things for each band member in order to generate their avatar. You need to collect their instrument, which is pretty standard for most music games. Like Monster Bash and Rush and Kiss, all of those games you collect the instruments for the different musicians. Then you have to collect their outfit, which is not as standard, but they've done that in Elton John, okay? But the third thing that you have to collect is the band member's soul. Is that like a recurring theme in like does the band ABBA have like lore where they like lose their souls sometimes and you have to get like is it if you know the band ABBA and I was like, okay, so in the ABBA game you have to get the band's instruments, outfits, and souls to create their avatars. Is that just like, okay, that's just how ABBA works and I'm an ignorant American, or is that something they made up for the game? Atra9 Renainu says, ABBA is very introspective, soul-searching sound, so this makes sense. Aurora Borealis says, where's this going? Well, that escalated quickly. Yeah. Blaze actually animates, says, all good musicians have to go on a journey without their soul and reattach it to yourself. And Sarah, yes, that's correct. You're trying to construct avatars for each of the band members using their instrument, their outfit, and their soul in the new ABBA game. And so I was just trying to figure out, like, is this a normal thing for ABBA and it's just weird for me because I'm ignorant about ABBA? Mind of Me says, ABBA has a lot of music about souls. Yeah. Okay, so this is... I can be excused for thinking this is a bit strange, because this is, like... Okay. Alpacatastic says that sounds like the 3 things you need to create music as art. You need an instrument, you need an outfit, and you need a soul. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Is this Let's Sing ABBA? No, I think the game is just called ABBA. Hey, thank you for the 50, Rachel, who says to help with your medical bills. Wish I could give more. I appreciate whatever you can give. 17 gets you one face camera expansion. 37 gets you a second. Then 47 and 50 gets us 7 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. So let's get these two on the board here. Expand Joe, do. And numero dos, even larger Joe, do. Blue Harvest says, ABBA means father in my language. So I find it mildly hilarious when I first came across the band ABBA. It's like, yeah, that's dad music. Are we sure that this isn't souls like the shoes? Maybe the shoes go with the outfits. That's a good question. I think it's like supposed to be their spiritual souls, but oh yeah. Also, I have an ABBA kiss. If you haven't noticed. Because apparently a lot of people want to kiss ABBA or something. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to make some hay bales here for smoke. Is the next plan, or next part of this plan. This is a very convoluted plan to make a YouTube episode. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. How does soul music tie into this? Asks Blaze. Great question. I don't know anything about the band, so I really have no idea. What's the plan? Okay, well, so you have to collect the instruments, the outfits, and the souls in order to create the avatars. But in theory, once you have the avatars, you're probably supposed to do something else. I don't really know. But yeah, the podcasts I listened to, the podcasters were like, who's gonna buy an ABBA game? And then, you know, and they were like, some of them didn't even know how to pronounce it. They were pronouncing it ABBA or ABBA. And then the next week, they're like, okay, so we got 80,000 emails from Europe. Apparently, ABBA is a big deal there. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll post a link if you guys want to see pictures of the game. Avatars is a pretty good pun. Over 20 tracks spanning ABBA's career. I've only heard 2 of the ones that they listed here. I've heard Take a Chance on Me because it was in the show Community, although I didn't know it was ABBA at the time. Piece together the Medallion of Power to open a rift to the Voyage dimension. An immersive pinball experience featuring 3 flippers, all metal ramps and rails, a Magna Grab, 6 drop targets, a spinner, 4 pop bumpers, a captive ball, interactive light shows, a unique physical ball lock, and an 18.5-inch LCD screen, featuring music videos, concert footage, and animation from Voyage and original content. Yeah, the motorized disco ball is a very strong selling point, says Might of Me. Yeah, the thing is they've got there's already a disco ball in Deadpool. Okay, so how does this work? If you put the campfire on here, it'll make more smoke. Seems like it's going more than one block higher. Okay, that's pretty good. I only knew that the ABBA musical existed because of Slings and Arrows, which is a Canadian TV show. Which is why I used to think ABBA was Canadian. Okay. Wait, is this the actual... Okay, is this the actual page? The winner takes it all. Should I do, like, a voice for this? I don't know. Maybe I should do a European accent for this. So this is from the actual website. I found a better, another website. Okay. Oi, mate! Buckle up for the ultimate ABBA adventure! Your mission is to make ABBA immortal by forging their avatars. To succeed, you need to gather their souls and travel through time and space. Also, you can open the portal to the Voyage dimension, where the ancient Medallion of Power hides. The Medallion of Power is your magic key during this journey. Piece it together and let the rapid voyage through time and dimensions begin. To create their avatars, you must gather 3 main elements: the band members' instruments, outfits, and very souls. To further enhance the ABBA experience, you'll get to time travel to the 70s and 80s and follow their footsteps during their tours in Sweden, the Nordics, Europe, the USA, Australia, and Japan. And if transcending time and space isn't enough, there's a third voyage waiting for you. Completing these tasks opens a portal to the enigmatic Voyage dimension. Dive into it quickly to search for the Medallion of Power, conquer 3 epic multi-ball battles, and face the final wizard mode. The better you do at these crucial stages, the more charged with power the Medallion will become. Will you secure ABBA's place among the stars? Find out! So that's the thing, is like, I don't know if this, like, Medallion of Power and all of this Voyage dimension stuff, is this just, like, part of, like, the band's, like, cover art and stuff? Like, is this a thing? Like, someone clearly put a lot of thought into this. Badger Spanner writes, Southern Gothic Leprechaun. Nailed it! Oh, boy. Like, I wonder if this is just one of those things where, like, the band had a meeting with the company, and the company is like, okay, so we're really excited about this license, and the band is like, oh, well, make sure you get the Medallions of Power in there, or the fans won't like it, and the people are like, Medallions of Power, oh yeah, it's a big thing in Sweden. Oh, okay. And, oh, yeah, we gotta have our avatar. Like, I wonder if this is just the band screwing with the company. Like... Badger says, I doubt the band had any input other than money. I don't know. This is so weird. So your goal is to make the band actually immortal by forging their avatars. And then once they're immortal, your goal is to seize the medallion of power. Like it just seems like a lot. Fali's the best person to ask about this. That's probably true. Is Abba themselves the final boss? It sounds like they would be the final boss. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the term avatar is pretty funny. Alpacatastic says this sounds like it could be the plot of a Bill and Ted movie. I mean, you're not wrong. It's so bonkers T Bobcats, as the kids would say. Galaxy Bumper says, sounds like Dragon Ball Z Season 1. Okay. Well, I find it vaguely reassuring that all the Europeans are just as confused by this as me. So this is not me being an ignorant American. Okay, so the smoke from the fires does make these stand out a little more. Mahi0O says, this sounds like it could have been started off as a miscommunication about wizard mode, and they got excited about it and it became a whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Hey, we got another 3 rolling in from Kate. Thank you very much, Kate! That gets us now 4 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Woo. I have not seen Mamma Mia. I thought it was just the Canadian equivalent of the Movin' Out musical, and I didn't see a need to see it. But apparently I was mistaken, because the band is not Canadian. They're Swedish, and presumably it's different than Movin' Out in other ways. There's probably more than 4 people on stage at a time. And to be clear, I'm not complaining about Movin' Out. I actually really liked Movin' Out, but I think I only enjoyed it because I'm such a big Billy Joel fan. I did get a new abacus to replace the one that was auctioned off. I wrote the date that I bought it on there, too. Okay. Well, we have the setting up stream song today. Don't get your hopes up. This is the least set up stream in a long time. Okay, the smoke does help some. I don't want to do beacons for this, because we're going to have beacon beams everywhere anyway. But it might not be a dumb idea. Pierce Brosnan, wasn't he the guy from Mrs. Doubtfire? He was pretty good in that. Okay, so the smoke is technically visible in the distance here. Does adding more hay make it go higher? I should have tested that. Smoke is funnier than beacons. Yeah. With the beacons, we'd have to color code them to make them stand out from the other, just the basic grid of beacons. Just one hay bale maxes it? Okay. I do like... See, I can actually see that one. That does kind of work. Yeah, beacons are kind of expensive, and I'm kind of broke. Etho owes me 200 diamonds at this point. So... I'm like... It's not... I'm cash poor. In the long term, I'm going to be fine. But... It's not a good time to go buying 4 more beacons, because... Yeah. I think those are 2 blocks each, and I've only got 4 blocks in my ender chest. Yeah, I feel like that is kind of more visible down there. Yeah. Success. Could fight the wither. I don't feel like I'm awake enough to fight the wither. But yeah, color-coded beacon beams. Let's go get... Let's see, we need 4 times 2.5. We need 10 stacks of iron. Let's go get 10 stacks of iron. We're doing it. Okay. I never know how to use this portal. This is like... Because I'm upstairs, so I need to get downstairs. There it is. Oh yeah, we can turn up the bird sounds now that the lawnmower people have gone. Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. Thank you to Derek for tipping 5. Who writes money for things. We were 3 away from the next face camera. No, wait. No, we were... See, we were 7 away, and then we got a tip for 3, so we were 4. Hold on. 7... Okay, yeah. We were 4 away, and this is 5, so that puts us 1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Y'all have seen that money go to my head with each face camera expansion milestone we hit, but now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling us down to the deep below. Enter the joust. Bum, 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 bum. Lowering the geopacity now to 90%. At this point, each additional face camera expansion will be accompanied by a corresponding increase or decrease in geopacity. What are the Voyage hologram concerts? Were those about becoming immortal and getting a medallion of power? So this might actually be about the band's lore, is what I'm hearing. At some point, Scar will roll up and need 125 shulkers of stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's... Because 2.5 will get you 1 beacon. This will get us 4. I'm not even going to try and leave the same way I came it. Let's go. How are we doing on sales? 3. Another 5. That's 8. I need to get my little notebook out here. Okay. Name tags, so there are another 3 sets up to 12. Fantastic Cure books, that's up to 12. Black glass. Two. 8. Okay, so that's gonna be 16. Done. Hey, Road to Alba, thank you for tipping 17, who writes, it's a rainy day here, so it's very relaxing to hear the birds over wonderful Minecraft noises. Have a swell day, everyone. Well, thank you very much, Road to Alba. That puts us now 2 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Okay. What are we up to, asked Cell Bubbly? We are about to go buy some beacons. Oops, kind of messed that up. Okay. So 2 diamond blocks each. Okay, 1, 2, and then what would be 18 is 2 diamond blocks for a 3rd one here. And we don't have enough for more at the moment. You know, thinking about it, it probably makes sense to get some dyed glass. As well, but whatever. I might be Ren's #1 customer. Maybe. Okay. Hey, we got another 3 rolling in from Kate. Thank you very much, Kate. That puts us now 1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Please direct your attention down here to the lower left so I can expand the Joust. Lowering the geopacity now to 80%. Thank you very much, Kate. That puts us now 19 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, Did I finish all the coffee? Or did I just finish all the coffee in my mug? Hey, French press still had coffee in it. Yeah. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't feel like I should be out of coffee already. Thank you, French press. Okay, let's go. Okay. So I think this is the one physically nearest the building. Okay. So we're gonna go... La da 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. Do emeralds always spawn on top of hills? They generally do form in that sort of hilly biome. I don't remember what it's called. Boy, I am bad at beacons. If these are just for the beam, why not just do a basic thing? Well, even though it's kind of just for the beam, we also legitimately will need to be terraforming or in kind of this general area and many others. So it's kind of easier to just do it right. From the... Like, at the point where we're over here putting in this effort anyway, it's like, why not just do it, right? Let's lay our heads down and dream, also, real quick. Oh, quick stretch. Oh. Okay. So, let's go grab some dyes from the dye box, too. Okay, dyes, I think we're over here. So, how obvious does a light... If I want these to be high contrast, in some ways using blue or something might be better. But would a white dyed beacon look different from a gray dyed beacon? Layad Rayo says, I don't like the face cam. Don't worry, Layad Rayo. The face camera changes when people tip. We are actually $19 away from the face camera changing. So if you don't like it, you're welcome to tip via paypal.me/JoeHills or YouTube Super Chat, or wait for someone else to do it. But yeah, the face camera only looks like this very briefly in between tipping milestones. So, it's kind of like the weather. If you don't like the weather, wait a while. Okay, so where did I put that die that I just literally picked up now? I did nothing with it. Okay. Good planning. So let's make a gray stained glass. Let's see how that looks. And also let's make some bread. Okay. Matt Kimball says, don't worry, the face camera definitely gets better as we go. Yeah, see? That's the spirit. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's pretty visually distinctive. And that's the grace. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm feeling good about this decision. This is the one I just put in, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So now, to do this right, I need to go down to 63. So having just taken some damage, we're going to dig straight down. Okay, so that's 63. So we get this, and we go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? 9, 7, 5, 3. No, we're up too high. We need to go back down 1. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Diadoc Kinetic for 10, who says, "Get well soon, Joe. Greetings." Thank you very much, Diadoc Kinetic. Yeah, I'm doing my best to loosen my muscles. My back hasn't been quite as bad since I was able to sleep in other beds on the trip. My mattress is definitely the problem, so I've been trying to sleep differently, although with kind of mixed results. It's not as good as when I was away. Part of the problem is that it's not going to be a good time for me to buy a long-term replacement mattress for my bed until after we move, because my current bed is a queen size, but I got gifted a bedroom set from some friends, and the new bedroom set is a king-size bed, so I'm very excited about that, but I don't want to buy a new mattress for it. I don't want to buy a mattress for that bed until we move, because right now that bedroom set is just in my dining room. Trying to get it into my bedroom would be a whole thing. Okay, so this is counting, so 9, 7, 5. Okay. Wait, that's too far that way, maybe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I went too far that way. Well, so what I realized is my kid's bedroom has like a bunk bed in it, and the bottom bunk is a futon that turns into a queen size bed, and the mattress on that is also terrible. I also got that for free secondhand. Most of my furniture I've gotten for free secondhand at some point. Because I don't really make enough money to, like, buy furniture. Like, there's different tiers of making a living on YouTube, and I'm in the, like, I make enough to pay for food and rent, barely. Not in the, like, I'm gonna go buy a second Lamborghini. Like, I drove a 2008 Honda Fit until it got totaled, and then I couldn't afford to replace it. You know? So, like, yeah, my, what do you call it? Yeah, most of my furniture is secondhand. But anyway, we have a secondhand, futon bunk bed in my kids' room that we use for guests when my daughter's away over the summer. And that mattress was also, like, a decade old and needed to be replaced soon anyway. So I've ordered a replacement for that. Why is the beacon not powered up? Oh, yeah. Because the thing is above it. Jada Luna VR says, Joe, you should do a streamathon for the mattress. Well, there's a few problems with that. One, I just did a charity stream, and I feel weird doing another one immediately. Doing, like, another, like, fundraising stream immediately. Two, I don't just need the new mattress. I need to move, and I've got a wedding coming up. I've got, like, a bunch of expenses coming up. And so it would be a very unfocused stream. There's not like, oh boy, I have $900 in medical bills, and I need a new mattress, and I am getting married, and I need this, and I need that. It wouldn't, it's not, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it would be a good sell. Ben Lawl says, what's wrong with your face camera? Nothing. It gets bigger when people tip. We are currently $9 away from the next face camera expansion milestone, Ben Lawl. Have I tried just winning the lottery? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at one point, shortly after my ex-wife served me with the divorce papers, I said, like, I don't even, she was very insistent that we try to get all the paperwork done very quickly and finalize the divorce immediately. And I'm like, I'm completely surprised by this. I'm unprepared to negotiate or, like, I have no idea where to start on any of this stuff because I have no idea what my life is supposed to be like. I had never considered that this was a possibility. I can't just, like, say, like, these terms are fine or these terms make sense for the future because I can't imagine a future like this. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? I've got nowhere to I have no context, like, you know, and my ex-wife, or who was then my wife, was like, well, you know, you always liked Penny Arcade. Why don't you just do what they did? And I'm like, oh, I should just build a media empire with 4 conventions across multiple continents. Yeah. Yeah, I could see myself happy doing that. Yeah, that's not really helpful. This is, yeah. But seriously, y'all, if you want a fast divorce, don't surprise the other person, because they're, like, yeah. It's just like, how am I supposed to know? But yeah. That's the thing. Is like, just go be the next Penny Arcade is like, go win the lottery. It's not functional advice. Dun, dun. Okay. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. It's from Patrick. Thank you, Patrick, for the 20. That is gonna get us... Let's see, we're 19 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Now we are 1 past that milestone. Please direct your attention to the left, because I'm about to expand Joost. Do. And we are going to lower the Joe opacity now to 70%. Yay. Alrighty. Okay. So we need to put in... How many more beacons like that? I can't even see... Wait. Okay, now I can see that beam, at least. Okay, so from here I can see that beam, and in theory, once I get these other ones in. How long do I think this build will take? I'm hoping to be open for the other hermits to start hanging out and working over here in 3 to 6 months from now. But that might be optimistic. Okay, so we need to go down to 63 to place our first iron here. How did you... I mean, it's Minecraft. Everything is fantasy themed. It's a very fantastic setting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, we're getting some wind directly into the mic. I might have to tweak that. Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from Lauren for 10. Thank you very much, Lauren. Okay. Whew. So we need to go this way now. Hey, Hydra Headhunter says, "Hey Joe, I went to see the eclipse and I want to thank you because you're the person that brought it to my attention that it was happening in time for me to do something about it. I'm so glad, yeah. You know, if we put 3 around here, then we can get the basic haste, maybe? Yeah. This is not, like, a great plan, but it is technically a plan, at least. Yeah, there we go. It's not haste 2. We need a full beacon for that, sadly. Okay. Actually, I think we did want that there, but whatever. Whew. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be right. Okay, so that's unlocked the upgrade here for haste 2. Okay, and then we can put this over top of that. Okay. Let's go away. This doesn't bode well. I don't think I can see the other beams. Okay, so if I stand in the middle, I have to stand in the middle to see these beams. Okay. Don't love it. We're just gonna grab this beacon here for the last one, because we don't have much terraforming left to do right there. Okay, there's 63, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then beacon. Okay. Fast digging. Why do I use flight duration 3 rockets? Because I go further. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bum 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 bum. Okay. I might need to go get more iron. Yeah, we're a little short on iron here. Where did I leave my stuff? Okay. I need to consolidate some of this coal down too. Da da da. Da da da. Okay, and then I think I had extra iron in my wallet, maybe? Yeah, we got a little extra iron here. Lost Cult Music Tip 3 and says, Happy Friday! Oh my gosh, it is Friday. It's been a wild week. That gets us 16 away now from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Let me... I need to send a message. I've been putting off... One of the things I usually try to do on these morning streams... Okay. I just remembered I need to bother Manu about something. I'm really bad at remembering to do things. And so then when I do remember to do them, I'm like, I need to do this right now. Because I was just like, oh yeah, I need to bother Manu about this early this week. It's not early this week anymore. It's Friday. Oh, let me go fuck him now. He's probably not awake yet because he's on West Coast time. Or he might be awake, but maybe not working. You know what I mean. He might still be in getting the kids to school mode. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we used to have to shoot ourselves with arrows to fly. So it's not surprising that the fireworks rockets remind people of the old school punch bow method. Okay. And then this one also needs to be gray. Okay. Feels like these other two aren't that far away, but these chunks, I guess, just aren't loading. Okay, yep. So that seems about right for the building. Where was I when they did that? Somewhere over here, I think. I saw we just got a tip rolling in, but let me reclaim my stuff first. Yeah, elytras, when they first dropped, you couldn't accelerate except by hitting yourself with a punch bow. It was a whole thing. Okay, I know that I was looking up at that when I fell. So that means I'm probably somewhere in here. Where my corpse is. I should get one of those death compasses at some point. Is it only good once, or does it work forever? Okay, I have no idea where I died. It seemed like it was somewhere around here. Because I remember looking up at that. I don't think hitboxes will help against the white snow. I don't have free cam. Dang it, I had some netherite gear, but... Probably gonna hit the 5-minute mark soon. I mean, the items should be visible against the snow. I think we're out of render distance on the items. Otherwise, we would see them. Chat didn't note chords. I didn't think I would need them, but apparently I had no idea where I was. And I can't run because I've taken so much food hunger. And it's getting dark. Well, that kind of sucks. 533 negative 20 or 533 negative 2191. So 533 is further this way. I don't know if I can make it down that slope there. Oh yeah, here's this stuff. Woo! Oh, thank you, Corrales. Apparently, Corrales knew where my stuff was. Corrales is remarkably more competent than I am. Unsurprising no one. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's see. We've got both pickaxes, the sword, the shovel, stethoscope, rockets. Okay. And we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from Luna Sapphire, who says, yesterday I published a project I've been working on, often with your streams in the background, for something like 10 months. Here's good vibes to you and all of your viewers with your projects. Well, thank you very much, Luna Sapphire. That puts us now 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Appreciate you. Yeah, the eye stethoscope. You use it to, like, hear light from further away. Okay. So yeah, that was everything I had, I think, that was of value. Oh, there's a little bit of wheat there, but that was fine. Okay. Well, from here at least I can see the gray one. I wonder if I should go get a... I should maybe go get some scaffolds. Rah tip 7 and says, "Howdy Joe, please accept my humble 7 as thanks for providing chill background noise while I write a music theory paper. Good luck with all the things." Well, thank you very much to Rah. That is going to get us now only $4 away from the next face camera expansion. Appreciate you supporting the arts and my work in particular. Tips are always welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. So, okay, let's think about what we've got to do now. So with these beacons in, if we fly up here now, I need to put the camera somewhere that we're going to be able to see those. Getting all of these loaded at once is actually problematic. We got to go way up high. And then down like that, maybe? I feel like I still don't have all of them in the shot. Oh, it's because the... Okay, I gotta go further this way, I think. Which one don't we have? There, that was the other one. Okay. You can, oh, the problem is that as I fly around, the beacons load and unload based on where my character is, not based on where I drop the camera. Okay, I'm learning a lot about this camera stuff as we go through here. So, the problem is, like, the markers we had before, I could at least see in the distance. But, like, that campfire there is not a solid marker on its own. So I'm going to need to maybe go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then we're just going to put some plain glass on there so we can see it from further away, even when the thing isn't loaded. So because like now I can look up there and I can see that glass and I know where the marker is, even when the chunk is too far away. Okay. Same thing for that one. We need to go mark it. Matt Kimball, the gray beacons are the corners of the building, of the main building. I started off marking these with things that I could see really clearly in the distance, and then I was like, but they're not tall enough. Well, let's switch it to beacons. But the problem with it is the beacons only render from so far away. I think we might have actually been better off with the campfires than the beacons. Yeah, it's a large building. Dang it. I almost had it. Okay. So, from here, I can easily identify there's that corner. And I can also, even when the chunk's not loaded, see the top of the glass on that one. Let's go wipe out this little hill look here. It's blocking our path. Our line of sight, not really our path. Arbel Savin says, what's even the grand plan with this place? If you click the What We're Building link pinned to the top of the YouTube chat, you can see the actual grand plan. The idea is to make a mid to late game sculpture area for people to come do freeform builds later in the season. Because right now, early on in the season, everybody's kind of getting the theme for their bases together, and they're also doing other weird off-theme stuff in the shopping district. But once the shopping district is complete, people won't really have a good place to build stuff that doesn't fit the themes of their bases. So I'm making a place for stuff like that, for people to experiment without having to go off the server in Creative Worlds. So this is not something, if I opened it up tomorrow, nobody would want to use it because they'd be like, well, that's fine. I'm doing all that sort of stuff in the shopping district, right? But the idea is people kind of hit toward the late game. They'll start being like, man, I want to work on these other concepts that don't fit with my base, but I don't know where to build them. So the idea is that this is just a community arts and sculpture area. And it's okay to build weird stuff that doesn't fit because the theme is weird stuff that doesn't fit, if that makes sense. But a place like that isn't valuable until at least 6 to 9 months into the server being live. So I'm like 3 to 6 months away from opening the doors on this. Okay, so let's see. We fly over here real quick, and we give this a look from here. Doo-doo-doo. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Can we see that one? Yeah, we can, but this bit right here is kind of occluding it, so we're gonna go knock out some more of that. Bom, bom, bom. Let's go. We're digging, we're terraforming. Yeah, it's getting dark, but we're not scared. Someone else is sleeping through the night, 'cause they're scared. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay. Let's think this through. Okay, we've got relatively full inventory. Let's drop some of this stuff off. This is a very disorganized set of blocks at this point, because we're just grabbing whatever's in our way. We're not trying to be efficient with our gathering. We're just trying to be quick about getting things cleared out. Dirt can go in here. Cobblestone can go in here. Dun dun dun. La da 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 da. Actually, let's grab. Let's make more bread. Okay, is the stream still being set up? Kind of, yeah. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing. I'm not happy with where we're at. I'm trying to get set up to record the intro to an episode, but the thing is, for the intro to work, it needs to be visually clear what I'm trying to attempt. I need to be able to explain what I'm planning with visual cues from my environment in place, and I keep thinking the environment is ready, and then I'll start trying to like mentally spool through what I need, what concepts I need to talk about and stuff, and I'll be like, oh, but you can't see that from here. Oh, but you can't see that either. Okay, well, like, I'm not gonna finish the entire project before I start the intro, but I at least need like the corners of the project to be visible from each other. Or at least some of them. I need enough of this to be a coherent, conceivable thing. And we're not there, is kind of where I'm at. Okay. When am I planning to record? 3 days ago. So you see why I'm like, at this point, I'm like, it doesn't, you know, perfect is the opposite of done, but I have waited. This is going to be the first video where I really explain like what the goals of this area are and like lay out a bunch of stuff in a visual way for the viewers. People who have been watching the streams the whole time kind of know what's what, because you've had me explain it 800 times to you. But this is going to be the first time I'm really explaining this to the people who don't watch the streams. And my explanation needs to be consistent with what people are seeing on the screen, or it's going to fall flat. I'd rather, you know, I've kind of, you know, just been working on this area in the background for 3 months now. And I can keep working on it in the background if I need to, but I really want to get an episode out about where this project is right now to get people caught up, because they're going to be seeing, like, you know, all the stone and stuff I'm dropping off for Etho and be like, where's that coming from, you know? Mindstream says, are we maybe at a point where it'd be helpful to rope in digging help from the other hermits? Not quite, but almost. That's another thing that I'm kind of... Part of the problem is right now, I'm still working out a lot of the stuff. Like, help from the other hermits is only helpful if I can clearly explain, like, hey, we're going to this Y level. Do this, do that, right? If I don't have it in... If I'm still like, maybe I'm going to try this, but maybe I'll try that. Like, there's still a lot of parts of this that I'm kind of working out or working through as I go. And I need to get past that phase of the project before I start roping in other hermits. Like, there needs to be enough of a vision and an example evident here. Could I take a shot of the map of the Nether and lay it semi-transparently over the overworld in post-production, if not in-game? I could. That's one of the things. But in order to get that far, we need to get further. That's the sort of thing I am working toward, but not at yet. So if we fly up here. No. Okay, fine. Okay. So I've started laying in enough of these road markers that I'll be able to explain where the roads are going to go roughly. I've started laying in with those building corners. Can you see those markers? That glass is not going to show up well from here. Okay, we need to add, I think, one more colorful block on top of each of those. But, okay, so at least from up here, I can now see all four corners of the building, even if they're not really visible well. I can see the rough layout of the roads and the ovals starting to go in. I can see the layout of the lagoon in purple here. Although I need to maybe wipe out more of that. I mean, not maybe, but certainly. One, two. Did I tell Corrales? I told Corrales thanks, yeah. Because he threw me some carrots and helped me find my corpse. Yay, Corrales. Okay. Could I change render distance or something so the beacon beams render in? No, that doesn't really work that way. I just need to add, like, some alternating glass colors at the top so I can identify it more clearly. excited. This is gonna look good when it's done. This episode is taking a lot longer to set up to record than I anticipated, but the longer I work on it, the more I'm wrapping my head around how I want to present it. I feel like it's time well spent. Okay. I'm just gonna ban this guy. I was trying to ignore this guy who is trying to give me work without paying me, but now he's fighting with other people about whether or not it's a good idea to give me work without paying me. So I'm done. How is my bed too far away? I was right on top of it. Yeah. If you keep posting the same thing repeatedly and I'm ignoring you, it's probably because you're doing something that doesn't necessarily immediately deserve a ban or a timeout, but, like, isn't a good use of my time. But if you become increasingly insistent, I'm gonna escalate things too. Your warning was me not yelling at you. I was like, I feel like this person deserves to be yelled at, but I'm exhausted and I'll probably take it too far and hurt somebody's feelings. So, no, you're... Okay. So let's grab this glass. Now I'm gonna be annoyed because I don't remember where I put the dark gray glass. Born an impulse. Okay. Wasn't in that one. Oh, let's grab some ender pearls too. Do I have any of those in here? No, of course not. Do beacon beams go through tinted glass? Because, like, sunlight doesn't go through tinted glass. Okay, let's consolidate some of this other stuff, too. We still need to talk to Jevin about buying shulker shells in exchange for coal. So we need to do some coal consolidation. Let's maybe consolidate a lot of this stuff, actually, real quick. So the coal ore, the iron ore, emerald ore, blocks of coal. Stained glass. Yeah, stained glass. I'm talking about tinted glass, though. Like, the one that blocks sunlight. How does that impact beacon beams? Right? Okay. My plan to consolidate these things is going more poorly than I thought, because I didn't realize how full my inventory already was of this stuff. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to get... Yeah, so the thing is, I need to trade Jevin, like, a shulker full of coal. In exchange for a bunch of shulker shells, because he just opened a new shulker shop. And he's got the coal permit. Or he doesn't own a shulker shop. He has a coal shop, but he has a shulker farm. Okay, so let's see. How much more coal ore do we have here? Wow, plenty. Copper, emeralds. Did I leave some over here too? No, it doesn't look like it. That's not quite enough to fill the entire thing. Okay, coal ore. Oops. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's put the rest of this stuff back in here for right now. Nom nom nom. Sounds like some mom is yelling at her kids nearby, so I'm gonna turn off that external mic. Okay. Okay, so we'll grab this stuff out of here. Consolidate all of this back into that main area. Tinted glass does block the beacon effect as well as the shaft of light. Okay. Do I have audio of outside? Yeah, so I've got two microphones in the studio, one for me and one for my studio guests. when there's no guest in the studio, I just pointed out the window so you can hear the birds. See? If I turn that back up, well, I turned that up too high. You know, you shouldn't hear me echoing through it. Yeah, that's live birds. That's not like a track. Okay. But yeah, occasionally somebody will be like walking their dog and talking on the phone, and I'll have to turn it off. Okay. Homestone, thank you for the research about tinted glass blocking the light of a beacon. Yeah. Okay. Stretch it out a little bit. Okay. So we do need to grab ender pearls while we're over here too. The web camera focuses when I use the spyglass. It's just because it's darker. It's a darker background on the edge. Outline says the bird sound is super soothing. Very different from what I have over here. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy the show. Anybody who enjoys the show, just as a reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. It's like my eyes are focusing. Let's get this going here. Oh, I missed it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to pop up here one and then put that there. Maybe put this down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. That way I can... Oh, interesting. It kind of tints the whole... It tints the whole thing a dark green. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then... So 1, 2, 3, 4. Another green. And then this on top. That should make this more visible in the distance, is what I'm hoping. So even if I'm out of range of the beacon, I'll be able to see like the green and gray. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another green, and then a gray on top. Okay, so this is... Dang it. Come on. Why you gotta be like that, skeleton? Petulant Petrichor says, color mixing beacons can eat an entire afternoon. Yeah, I'm not gonna overthink the color mixing here. I'm just popping those in to do it. I need to have a bed on every single one of these beacons. This is silly, having to fly all the way back here. 200 blocks away. 300 blocks away, maybe. Have I ever died to the rockets? No, I've died to hubris. But I don't think that's the rockets' fault. Rockets don't kill people. Hubris kills people. Okay, so... Joe's mowing. Yeah, kind of. This is our grass farm. We're gonna trade all this to Impulse later. Next time we need stuff from his side of things. I'm not sure what permits Impulse has. Last time we traded with him, it was for netherite upgrade things. Which we needed 4 of. Icarus jokes available at build height. Thank you, Petulant Petrichor. That's true. He has quartz. Oh, I mean, I've been giving him extra quartz. I don't even need quartz. But yeah, it's good to know. I don't need quartz at the moment. But yeah, it feels like this beacon setup here should be more visible in the distance. Oops. We have a lot of cardinals here. Frog lights is etho. I'm gonna end up buying so many frog lights back from etho. I should probably... In the future, I might end up... If he's like, Joe, all these diamonds are too much, I might end up just asking him for frog lights. Not until I get paid for this first wave, though. But, like, if he's like, okay, I don't know if I can sell any more of this, I'll be like, well, you know what? How about I trade you for some frog lights? Okay, so from out here, I can no longer see that beacon, but I should be able to see the glass setup. I can kind of see it. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Nola for 5, who says, the bird noise is just what I needed. Thank you, Nola. That puts us $1 past our next Face Gamer expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. Do-do-do-do. We are now hitting the most obnoxious face camera milestone, the Tony Stark helmet cam, lowering the Joe opacity now to 60%. Everybody who's tipped up to this point has been making the camera more obnoxious. Everybody who tips beyond this point will be making it less obnoxious. Because even though it will keep getting bigger, it can't cover more of the screen at this point, and it will keep decreasing in Joe opacity as we go. So thank you again to Nola. Might as well take this hat off at this point, because it's warm in here, and you can't see it anymore. Oh boy. Okay. So, yeah. Is it easier to see all of these things now? From up here. Let's go find out. If we climb all the way up here to the tippy top. Okay, we can definitely see that one. We can definitely see that one. The one... Where's the next one? That one's kind of harder to see. Blends in with the white too much. We need to clear that out, I think. And the one over there... Yeah, the glass just makes it hard to see in general. But if we clear out more of this dirt and stone there, that'll be visible pretty quickly. How is the outline looking for the lagoon? It's looking a little better. Still need to clear out more of that. We need to just have this arc here cut in more. Now we can see mustache detail. Dang it, I just shaved. Is it really that bad? I haven't shaved, or I hadn't shaved since I got home from the charity thing. So it's been a while. But yeah, no, I took the time this morning. Okay, we're gonna go down this way, then back up and over. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's talking about terraforming neighborhoods. Everybody's gonna break it up today. How's the weather looking here? Oh, it's nice and cool out today. Not too hot, not too cold. Oh boy. I'm doing well, Proto Skater. Thank you for asking. We're just getting some blocks knocked out here. It's time to get ready for blocks. Uh-oh. Looks like we are running low on inventory space, so it's time to go place some of those blocks into boxes. And we got a tip rolling in via PayPal. Let me see who we need to thank for that momentarily. dun, 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 dun. Okay, it looks like we've got a tip rolling in from Abigail for 18. That is going to get us $1 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. And Abigail writes, gotta agree with Nola, the bird sounds are lovely. If you don't mind my asking, do you have a bird feeder, or is that the natural bird level for your place? That's just the natural bird level for around Nashville. I couldn't put out a bird feeder. I live in an apartment. I am not allowed to do stuff like that. Is 2.5 hours a record for setting up the stream? No. I'm pretty sure we've had like at least one 6-hour civilization stream that I was just like setting up now. Okay, have I thought of holding bundles for more space? The thing is, the bundles really don't give you much more space. What I really need to do is just consolidate my inventory a little bit. But we're like so close to wrapping up this pickaxe and going to fix our stuff. Like, it's not really urgent. Any other games besides Minecraft that you're into? Well, I've been playing Pulp Fiction a lot lately. Let's see. What else? That's the newest game I've been playing a lot of. I've been playing Paragon, which is a classic. Some Bram Stoker's Dracula. Guardians of the Galaxy. What else? I played Jaws for the first time the other day. It was okay. Yeah, they had one up in Detroit. Or Ann Arbor, or wherever we were. Yeah, I played some Mandalorian the other day. I still don't have that one really locked down. Like, I have a good strategy for it, but I can't execute it consistently. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but whether or not I pull it off is luck at this point. I need to practice more. That's one of those things, like, you know, first you learn how to play a game, and then you practice. Like, you learn the rules and the concepts to raise your ceiling, and then you practice to raise your floor. Yeah, these are all pinball games. Oh boy. Yeah, there's the pickaxe. Trying to go move that along. Hey, thank you very much to His Greatness for tipping 10. That gets us 9 past our next face camera expansion. So here we go. Please direct your attention to the screen so I can expand Jost. Do. Going from the Joni Stark helmet cam to T. Joe Eckhillsberg, everyone's favorite Vin Shoken joke. There we go. We are now at 50% show capacity and only $11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Let's mine blocks out. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's going to be a problem. pickaxe durability. We're in pretty low. Trying to think about the angles that I'm trying to observe this area from. And in particular, that's like up there. So from up there, what's blocking the view of like this block? This entire cliff, basically. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I expected. Ooh. Can we see that outline a little better? Yeah, a little bit. That part wasn't visible before. Okay, so now we've got that island there. We've got... Like I said, I need to get the corners of the building done better. Somehow. Okay. Just thinking about this. So we want to introduce the concept of the roads. We want to introduce the concept of the sculpture islands. The first labyrinth section is going to be back here, but we don't have any of that carved out really yet. Lagoon goes there. The building goes... we've got to get these building markers easier to identify in the distance. Yeah, the fact that I can't just zoom in on them speaks poorly for the readability in the episode. Okay. This coal ore in a shulker or ender chest later. Maybe I should have, like, rough angle brackets coming out of these pointing at the next ones. So in order to do that, I need to write down the coordinates of all of these and then figure out what the slopes would be on that. Which is doable. Okay, so this is 697, negative 2170. Should be putting these in a spreadsheet so I can do the slopes. Okay, so we're going to do new spreadsheet. Hermit Homedale coordinates. So, building corners. So we got X and Y. Or X and Z, I guess. So we need 697. And negative 2117. The next coordinate over here is going to be... Bum, bada bum, bada bum, bada da da. Oops. So 628 negative 2084. Why is that not writing? 628 2084. And this is the... Sunrise is in the east, so that's north. So this is the southeast corner. Building corner. Southeast, northeast. So that's the northeast corner, southeast corner, and then we're going to go find out those ones up there. So this is the southwest corner here. Dang it. Glanced right through it. Arson Frog says, first time here, loving the chaos of the camera. Yeah, the camera changes as people tip. We are currently, according to my count, $11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So if anybody wants to upset the guy who's really happy with how the camera is right now, Queen Murdered All. Creating plushes takes a lot of time and effort. And I am not prepared to do that right now. I'm trying to get... This year I'm trying to get married and move across town. My kid's going to be starting at a new school. It's, I've got a lot on my plate. It's a bad time for me to be trying that too. Morning. Okay, so this is the southwest corner. And that is 382 negative 2282. I know it's a cute skin, but yeah, I'm gonna... try to make sure that I'm investing my time in my family concerns this year. Negative 2368. And this is the southeast. 451. Negative 2368. Okay. Or, sorry, this is the, not southeast, southwest. No, northwest. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is the furthest north and west any of these corners are. Okay. So if we wanted to build angle braces indicating the corners there. Ideally, we want to use something bright and high contrast to everything else. But most of our materials are just block. Where is my paint box? Bookmaking materials, glass, paints. Maybe we use the deep slate gold ore, because that's pretty high contrast to everything else. Let's also grab some more fireworks while we're here. So we've got the Hermit Holmdel coordinate sheet here. And we need to go... So let's check. So let's open Wolfram Alpha. And we're going to pull up some slopes here. Slope between... $697, negative 2117, and 628, negative 2084. I could probably just do this in the spreadsheet now that I'm thinking about it. Let's put these in brackets. So the slope of this line is approximately negative 11 over 17. The reason to do it in Wolfram Alpha is because it tells you how this reduces roughly. Okay. So, 17, which is, so you would go negative 11 for every 17. Which is negative... Okay. Rebellion Ranger says, Joe, you've been Hermits helping Hermits this season. We're doing a different approach this season. Like, I helped out with the Logland Big Dig and stuff like that, but we're not doing it as a weekly thing, because a lot of people are doing smaller projects. It doesn't really make sense yet. Have I been part of any 1100 championships? Nope. Okay. So, in theory, if the northeast to southeast slope is 11 over 17, the northwest to southwest slope should be the same. So let's verify that. Okay, Wolfram Alpha. Okay, so there's a line with these points. Negative 86 over 69. This doesn't seem right. Do I want to be right? Yeah, I'd like to be right. So let's figure out why I'm wrong. Is it because I put the coordinates in the wrong order? That shouldn't matter. So northeast and southeast and northwest to southwest should have the same slope. It seems to me. Wildly different answers. Did I screw this up somehow? And if so, how? Equals that minus that. Okay. So there's a difference of 33. 3 minus 3, 4. Well, there's a big difference between these numbers. I must have written one of the numbers down wrong. 2368, 2282, 2117, 2084. Okay, yeah, one of these numbers is wildly wrong. This is why we're sanity checking this stuff. This is why we're sanity checking this stuff. Because this is a box with right angles, the differences between the northeast and the southeast coordinates and the northwest and southwest coordinates should be approximately the same and not wildly dissimilar. So where did I screw this up is the question. Let's pull up our map here. We're going to make this larger. And we're going to look at this more closely. Okay, where is my line? There it is. I'm going to move the line here to this corner. Okay. So that's 450. Negative 2360. Okay, so that one's right. This one here is 380, negative 2280. Okay, so that one's right. So it's these two are both right up here. So it's one of these two down here that's wrong. The question is which one. This is why we sanity check. 628, negative 20. Nope, that one's right. 697. 2171 versus 2117. Uh-oh. So the question is, did I mess up when I was writing this down? Or did I... So it's the one furthest from the lagoon that's wrong. And the question is, did I mess up when I was doing it in-game, or did I mess up when I was writing it down just now? Oh, good, good, good. I got it right in-game. It was when I was transcribing the numbers. I wrote them wrong. Yeah, so this is 2171, but I wrote down 2117. Yeah, okay. That'll do it. Okay. Yep, now these should be... Okay. So, easiest error to fix was me writing it down wrong, not me having the thing. Okay. Okay. If you enjoy people doing and checking math on stream, just as a reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So, it looks like the difference in these is 6987. So the slope on these is 69/87, which reduces to 23/29. Now, one thing I'm considering is slightly tilting the building a little bit. If we can get that to something that reduces better. I don't want to go wildly off model here. But, for example, like rounding to 700 negative 2100 would be too much rounding. But that would give us basically a 1/3 angle on the slope, which is easy. That's too far. But if we maybe brought it to, instead of 697 2171, we brought it to like, oh wait, that's not the angle, that's the coordinate. Yeah. I need to be looking at how to tweak these slightly so those numbers are closer. Yeah. Okay. I'm dumb. Okay, let's fly back up here so we can look down at this while we think. Okay. So, we have a rectangle with corners. Okay. Length of sides of Okay, so let me do some other basic stuff here. Like, if I take this and I turn this into... I want to move that one further away. So we want to actually move the other that one down to 2281. So now we have exactly the same. Distance between... Okay, so... Yeah. So we need... So this is approximately 61 meters by... Okay, let's move these down. Okay. Excel doesn't have a, or Google Docs wouldn't have a built-in way to store geometric data like SQL does, probably. I do like how the roads look at night and the edges of the lagoon. They look really good. We're doing a lot of things right here, even though we're doing them slowly. That's the big takeaway. Like, this is going to be really good, even if we kind of fake some of it or cut some corners. But the fewer corners we cut, the more easy it will be to make the end result good. So, okay, so distance between the... Let's take the distance between the northeast point and the northwest point. So that's the 451. Negative 2368. Okay, so it's approximately 339 meters by 61 meters. And so to some degree, the question is, if we created a rectangle with those coordinates, where do we get the easiest math? Okay, let's just look at this. So... So this goes... If we were going to make this line pixelated, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. it kind of would cut over every 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this way it kind of go. Okay, so this is the corner down past the lagoon. Here. Okay. So you can go kind of like go diagonally. Oh, we need torches for this. I guess to some degree the question I have is how far off of 45 degrees is it? Because in theory, if we're coming over... We're coming over about 70 blocks there. 64? That can't be right. Yeah, we're coming over about 70 blocks here. And we're coming up 87. So if we wanted to reduce that, okay. Come up 70 and over 87. We could reduce that ratio, smoothing it a little bit to... I think, is 89 divisible? Grumble. I can't tell if I'm making my life harder by trying to find nearby ratios mentally, which is not a good idea. Let's get paper out. Okay. So we have So the two ratios that we're looking at, if we just use the coordinates exactly as is 69 over 87 and 246 over 197. Those are our two slopes. That doesn't look like that's exactly right, though. Why am I getting such different answers here and there? Oh, am I connecting the northeast with the northwest? Yes, and the southeast with the southwest. Maybe I did that wrong. So 697 and then 697 minus 451. 228. Wait. 697. 697. Dang it, I typed that wrong. Okay. Did I type that wrong or did I have it wrong? Nope. Okay. So 251 over 246. Oh my gosh. 21.7. Oh gosh. I've got all these coordinates are backwards. I'm too tired. I'm making dumb mistakes. But like, if I don't work on this now. Okay. So okay. So 69 over 87 is 0.793, which is close to 4/5. They're not paying me. They're not a sponsor. We're gonna time out. Please don't promote brands in here that are not paying me. Okay. So if we try to reduce the fraction 246 over 197. The decimal approximation is 1.25. It seems like the simplest thing here is just to treat this like it actually works out to 4/5 and 5/4. Because, I mean, that's almost... I mean, at the scale we're building, it'll look better if we have a clean fraction. It's going to tilt the building slightly in relation to the landscape, but not enough to be noticeable. I think that this is just what we're doing. We're gonna pick a corner to be our source of truth corner, and then we're gonna slightly pivot the building. Okay. Okay. So, if we want to do 4/5 up on one side and 5/4 up on the other. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isaiah Williamson says you'll be off by 1 block for every 80, so that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, these differences are enough that it does end up being 4 meters on one side and 3 meters on the other. So, which is not huge, but that's as wide as, like, the driveway is. Right? So the service drives are going to end up slightly misaligned. I guess the question is, will the building end up slightly long or slightly short? Well, it's fine. It's fine. I say this, I'm going to be really annoyed when this doesn't line up with the driveways. But part of me is like, I don't want to recenter it either. I want to start with one of the corners I have. Okay. So... Jesus. That bird, like, flew almost into the window. Okay. Let's go ahead and shrink this back down here. Whew. Gives an opportunity to add a block if you need the entrance to be odd or even. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just orient ourselves so we're facing north because the sun sets in the west. We're facing north. Are we at the right Y level? Yeah, this is Y level here. The building is going to be, so that's 60. Okay. So, arguably that's 1, 2... I forgot to bring torches. We need torches so we can offset these diagonal blocks. Three. 4. Dang it. Silk touch. And then every 4th one. So if we pretend that this is 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 1, 2. Dang it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is right. So we're going 4 over, 5 up. 5 up, 4 over. Yep, okay. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that is directly pointing us there. I mean, this is not wrong as a strategy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did that wrong. These ones. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is working. This is getting us there. 1, 2, 4, 5. Coming over 1 here. Okay, we need to go get more charcoal real quick. Of course, we've used most of our coal ore already. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be back later. Handmade gold. Yeah, the camera gets bigger when people tip. We are currently $11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Actually, I say that. I haven't looked at the tips lately because I've been so focused on math. But tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Yeah, this is close enough to 4/5 and 5/4 that this is going to be okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the torches that we need to get the rest of this in place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't quite have enough blocks to get all the way over there. But this did basically point us right to the beacon, where we marked our corner. Now, in theory, if we fly up here, we should be able to see that line pretty visibly. Oh, yeah. Let's get our spyglass out here. That's very evident. Okay. I'm feeling good about this. So, yeah, even from this distance, like, that's pretty visible. Whew. Okay, this is gonna be fine, you guys. We're making it happen. We're finally making it happen. We're getting stuff laid out. Okay. Let's get the paint box back out. And what other stuff did we have in the deep slate? We had deep slate coal, which isn't as good. Deep slate copper. I should see if Jevin wants deep slate. But yeah, most of the rest of this stuff. I guess we could just use this other gold ore for the end of that corner. Is it funny if we just use copper ore as our marker for the bottom here? Kind of a flex. But I'm like, man, I got a lot of copper ore. We could use blocks of coal to finish out that other bit. It would be kind of convenient to use the coal because then I can just make torches as I go with the leftover sticks or what have you. Whew, okay. Yeah, I do have plenty of this stuff. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh good, there's more sticks. Yeah. Done. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Chocolate creeper. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that firework. Okay. We're going to go buy some of Mumbo's stuff. Okay. So let's see, how far did we get? Well, this is 1, 2, 3, and then this next one would be 4, 5. That's 1. That actually, whoa, that lines up perfectly, actually. Have fun, enemy Gulb. Okay. So, if we're going to come out this way. So we want to go 1. So in theory, we kind of do the same thing, but at a slightly different setup. So 1, 2, and then for this one, it would be like... One, 2, 4. Let's put these next to each other in the thing. Okay, so clearly I didn't need to terraform quite as much of this as I have already cleared out. I was maybe a little overambitious with parts. That's how we learn. One, two, three. Let's go see if this looks like a right angle. That's the real question. Does this look like a right angle? Yes. So then if we start going the same way out from here, it should work comparably. Where we start off and we're like 1, 2, 3, and then this one is like 4, 5. And then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's what I had on me. Toxic. Toxic Litter writes, why is Joe using deep slate gold to mark out these lines? It was convenient. Lazy is the short answer. I was just like, what do I have on me? Okay. In the long term, it's not a great plan, which is why I switched over to coal. working out the corners of the building. Which is a thing that is happening. Excuse me. Let's go fly up and make sure that these look like right angles from back up here. We can go to this little tree island. On a tree floating island, on a tree floating island, on a tree floating island. La, da, 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 da. Uh-oh. That was not a good plan. I could not actually land on the tree floating island. I didn't land at all. Okay, so from back here, this looks like right angles to me. The perspective and stuff matches up. This looks right. Oh, boy. Oh, oh my gosh. This is gonna punch straight through here, looks like. So we're gonna need to take down this tree, maybe? Oh, hey, polar bear. I hear you. Okay. One block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one goes that way. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome, TomTom Live. Glad you could join us. Okay, so this is gonna go 1. Have to clear out some of this. Just a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the areas where this is like the right level, it's super fast. Unfortunately, viewers, it is not mostly that height. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a quick sanity check flyby again, just to make sure we're not making any dumb mistakes. Dumb mistakes we make now are easier to fix today than later. Does this seem basically straight? Yes. Doesn't curve. We don't have any, like, missing steps. Great. So, part of me wants to just do some fill-ins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, zombie. You're about to burn. Probably should turn mob sounds back on, although I am about to go use the ender farm, so maybe that's not the best plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we gotta cut through here. Oh man, more mobs. It's like a recurring problem with this cave. This is a whole place. We're gonna have to come back to this. Okay. Okay. Three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's feeling good. Okay, so in theory, we should be able to, like, just look straight down this line at that point, and this is, yep, that looks right. Do we want to clear that part out today? Probably not. Okay. So, I feel like we're at a good stopping point here. Let's go ahead and do last call for tips. And remind people that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are about to go repair my tools in the nether for the end. Since it's the end of the stream, we might as well go to the end and fix my tools. Makes sense to me. Okay. It's probably not a terrible idea to carry all of this coal into the end, I hope. But yeah, we're gonna give tips a few minutes to roll in toward the end of the stream while we go repair that stuff. Bum 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 da dum da da dum do 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, this is the one. Okay, so that's fixing our armor and our elytra. We're gonna want to put torches and stuff in our other hands so that we don't pick up a million ender pearls. Probably put that in our offhand now. See you, El Bubbly. Have a good one. I'm just so happy we got this math sorted on those building dimensions. That was something that was... I was like, I gotta do this during the day when I'm still awake. If I try and do this at night, I'm gonna screw it up. We're still setting up. Well, our tools aren't repaired yet. Okay, let's go ahead and raid Impulse SV on the HermitCraft server. Looks like he's doing something with villagers today. So we're gonna /raid Impulse SV. Okay, and that'll take a little bit of time to kick in. When you get over there, our raid message is gonna be, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.